Hi, guys. So it's Conway. This is the Higher Conversations podcast, and I am so excited. I know that this is like a long time coming because if you've been following me on Instagram, I talk about it all the time. The Becoming Your Own Sugar Daddy Wealth and Abundance course to overcome scarcity is available now. You can get it on Etsy as well as on my website at itsconway.com. This course I have created with so much love because I literally wrote it for myself back before my dad died. So if you don't know my story, I was a broke, druggy, like just partying hairdresser. And I did not have a successful business really at all. I had nothing to show for it. And then my dad unexpectedly passed away. He was my only parent. And it was in that moment that I was like, oh my God, I have to get my life together. And through that, I started working out daily. I got clean and sober. And I really worked on my mindset around building wealth and educating myself on how money works, not just in a tangible, like investing, that sort of way. I did that as well, but it was mostly around mindset because what I realized was prior to that, I was such a liability in my life. So I was just spending all my money on liabilities and had nothing to show for it. So it wasn't that I still wasn't really making good money, but in that year of me working on my mindset and really not being a liability anymore and really working on overcoming scarcity mentality, I cut my hours back at the salon. So I worked less. I didn't really raise my prices. I fired clients that energetically were exhausting to me and I released them out into the world and they could find another hairdresser. And through all these things that were really counterintuitive, like working less, firing clients, not really raising prices, I doubled my income in that year. And it allowed me to start traveling the world and living this really full, abundant life that you see now on Instagram. And so I basically encapsulated all of that into this course, which is 6 weeks. It includes a PDF and audio files, so you can listen to it wherever you want to go. And as well as like a really amazing journal prompts to really help you reprogram your subconscious mind. And so I'm really excited. So this is literally for that entrepreneurial woman. And you don't have to be an entrepreneur either, but I mean, my heart is really for entrepreneurs, but it really is for that woman that is like, I have this vision and dream for my life, and it is abundant, it is opulent, it is so beautiful. But where I'm standing right now, I don't see it and like playing out in my life, and there's that disconnect. And so really this course is designed to help you bridge the gap between what you want to create in your life and what you currently have and the mindset to get from point A to point B. This is also through all my spiritual psychology practitioner work that I've done with working with other clients and helping them really work on their money story and their money mindset and what that means. And honestly, it comes down to really, it is an embodiment of everything. We do talk about wealth and abundance, but wealth and abundance is other than just money and monetary things or material items. Those are all great. And I really love money and I love the opportunities that money brings me. And I love the happiness that money brings me because money allows me to really live this really full, amazing, abundant life. But really looking at the scarcity around it, like the idea of why do you think you're not deserving of it? So you're going to build your confidence through this, which is really huge, especially if you're an entrepreneur, to build your confidence around really taking ownership of your life, not getting sucked into get rich quick schemes, because that was something I was falling for a lot when I first started doing hair, because people saw that I had an influence that they would try to get me in their like MLMs and stuff like that. And once you really figure out how money works and those businesses work, like you are better working for yourself. So unpopular belief, but if you really work on your money mindset, you will be successful in every area of your life, because when you really start reprogramming and spotting your limiting beliefs, there's so much empowerment in that. And so this course will direct you through all of that, which is so rad. I've worked through the course. I obviously worked through the course myself. But it is something that you will want to come back to over and over again. So I gave you guys lifetime access to it, which means if I do update it, you will have access to the updates on it as well, because as we all evolve through life, things change and we get new perspectives and new ideas and new concepts. So things will keep being added to it. And then, yeah, you'll just be more confident, more empowered. You'll change your mindset around just wealth and abundance and money and just your self concept and becoming that woman that you really want to be. And I never thought when I first started this whole journey, like 5 years ago when my dad died, I had a vision for myself and it was the person that I am right now, but I had no idea how to get there. And it took something super traumatic for me to be like, "Oh, I need to like figure this out." Sorry, I'm working on not swearing. Um, I really need to figure this out because no one's going to save me, no one's going to rescue me. And it wasn't until I took 100% responsibility for my life and really ownership over every action I took and my why that I really was able to figure everything out. So I really don't want you to have to go through some traumatic incident for you to figure this stuff out. Just use what I already went through and experienced, and you can put it into practice. It also has my daily spiritual practice or my daily things that I do to center myself, remember who I am, remember how I want to show up in the world. And so you have all access to that. You have resources to all the podcasts that I listen to in regards to building wealth and money. And I those are where I take inspiration from how I tangibly invest or how I look at the world. You'll also create a really, really clear vision plan for your life. And I think that is the hardest thing because we have like a loose idea of what we want, but we're like, how do I get there? So you'll have actionable steps. We'll get really clear on your vision and your purpose and what it is that you really want to create. Like, what does wealth and abundance mean to you? Like, what is that embodiment? And then being able to have you actually embody that and take that out into the world because it's our thoughts, feelings, and actions that need to change. And that's what shapes our whole identity and our reality. So if your thoughts are of scarcity and lack, that's what you're going to see and that's what you're going to bring into your life. So we're going to reprogram all of that. So this is a really amazing, amazing, amazing course. And I'm just so excited to finally be able to launch it. And then the first 50 people that sign up for it and pay in full, you will receive a really cute coffee mug. That'll be your daily reminder because if you follow me on Instagram, you know I wake up every morning and my favorite thing is to make like a really yummy Vital Proteins coffee. And that's like how I set my intentions for the day. It's like the biggest joy that comes to me. So I drink it out of a mug that says female hustler, which I'm going to change it up now because I really don't think hustle is like a really good word because I don't think hustle culture is really healthy. I think just an abundance is more healthy. So anyways, your mug is going to be how you start your day as a reminder of who you are. It's the reminder of who you are, how you're showing up in the world. And so you'll have access to all of this. So the first 50 people that sign up and pay in full, you get a free coffee mug, which is super dope and super cute. And I just can't wait for you guys to be on this journey because honestly, everything that I teach has changed my life. And I get so many DMs about how do you live the life you do? And just so many questions about my life because I mean, I know it's unique and it's really cool and I am so blessed by it because I never thought that I would be able to do it, you know? And it wasn't until I worked through literally this entire program that I was able to be like, I can fucking do this. So I want you guys to be able to have that freedom too, instead of just DMing me and being like, how do you do this? Here you go. So I'm really excited. It's going to change your lives. So you can find it on Etsy at higher.conversations on my store. You can also find all my cute stuff on there and merch. There's a ton of aspiring retiree stuff, which I really, really love. And then you can find it on my website at itsconway.com. So ITS Conway, CONWAY.com. And yeah, I'm just so excited for you guys to be able to really embody and get clear on the vision and your perspective on who you are, how you show up in the world, building your confidence around wealth and abundance, building your assets, building your wealth. That's all and just being able to really live a really full, big, abundant, beautiful, opulent life because you totally deserve it. And I really do believe that the vision you have in your mind, you wouldn't be able to have that vision and that longing and that calling if you weren't able to actually create it and implement it in your life. But sometimes we just need a little bit of clarity on how to get from point A to point B. So this is the gap, the bridge that goes over that gap between those two things for you. So I'm so excited. DM me, screenshot this if you've been walking like how I walk in this in podcast, screenshot, share it with your friends. Also, this would be a really cool thing to actually sign up and do with your other girlfriends. And you guys can do it together and work through the journal prompts. Really cool. I think there's so much power when one of us heals, we all heal. And when we really share those victories. Also, I'm an open book. You can always DM me on Instagram at Conway is rad, and definitely slide into my DMs. Tell me the things that are working for you. I love getting those DMs about people just having these really powerful moments of just really realizing, oh my gosh, like I overcame this. And when things start pouring in and those random checks for money or those job opportunities or whatever start coming in, I love hearing about it because those opportunities are coming to you because you're able to actually receive them and take them in. I think a lot of the times, I actually don't think, I know a lot of the times we can't get that like financial amount or that thing because we don't actually believe that we deserve it and we can bring it in. So it just runs away from us. Whatever you chase runs away from you, right? So when you are able to release all those limiting beliefs and you're able to just sit and receive, it's such a powerful thing. And I love getting those text messages when people are like, I made $100,000 more than I ever could have thought. Or I moved away from being a personal trainer to 100% just painting and selling my paintings for way more than I ever was with personal training. Those are the powerful things I love seeing. And when you start showing up in the world, as I said, when one of us heals, we all heal, you'll start seeing your friend group starts healing. And it's such a powerful thing to really invest in yourself and heal. And then when you go out into the world, that you start seeing that you have a huge impact. And that's what I want you to know, is that you have a huge impact. There is so much power in your life, that you have a divine purpose and calling, and you shouldn't be frustrated about your life anymore. Like, I don't want you to be frustrated. I want you to know that you have a clear path and vision, and this allows you to have that. So sign up for the Becoming Your Own Sugar Daddy course and let me know how it goes. Love you guys. Bye.